Yeah, so you can see my screen, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, great. So, hi everyone. Thanks for for being here today. My name is Isabel. I'm the head of customer development at HubOS. And today I'm gonna present you a few of the solutions that we have. I'm sure this will be music for your ears, right? One single platform that can combine 7 different solutions. We hear this a lot in the hospitality. One of the main challenges is a lot of systems are not connected. Most of the time, you have to install, or you have to have a lot of different systems for different pain points that you have. And one of the good things about Hub is that we have a fully connected and integrated solutions. They don't only integrate with each other, they also integrate with the PMS, with the ERP, guest apps, and so on. So this is quite important nowadays. We also have a very user-friendly mobile app to enable operational data to be shared in real time to staff anywhere in the hotel, right? And this mobile app works offline. This is quite important as well. A lot of times it happens, you are in part of the hotel that you don't have internet connection. So most of the systems nowadays, they don't allow you to keep registering and checking information. So with Hub, you can keep registering every action that you are doing. Once you recover the connection, all the data is synchronized automatically. So we have what we call the Hub cycle. And the Hub cycle is a full cycle of solutions. So this goes from your operations, the openings, and obviously the analysis that you need to do. So Hub is a cloud-based system that adjusts to every single hotel needs through a modular structure. So what does this mean? It means that if you have different pain points, which you do from other hotels, the system is flexible enough to be customized for your needs, right? So you can select from 1 to 7 solutions to help you on your daily operations and decision making. So at the end of the day, what we want is that instead of your hotel having to implement 3 to 5 systems, different systems, you have now one way to operate your hotel through one single platform. Now, if we go to the solutions, today I'm going to be presenting housekeeping, maintenance, and guest in touch. Okay, but we have 7 in total. The other ones are the quality model, which is for you to acknowledge and register your guests' complaints, the internal follow-up, which you can check, as well as what has been communicated with the client, with the guest. So this way you can minimize the repeated complaints, improve the guest experience while they are still in the hotel. Okay, this is quite important. You avoid negative reviews afterwards. One of the examples that I like to give for the quality model is, let's say you have a complaint regarding cleaning. In the system, you're gonna see who cleaned the room and who inspected the room. So this is quite important to check it out very quickly with the teams, what happened, and then obviously give also some answers to the guests and some solutions as well, obviously. The other model we have is the F&B to manage the bookings of your hotel outlets and the entrance to the breakfast service. So this way you can maintain a safe occupancy, you know which guests are missing breakfast, and you can also prepare and plan the service to avoid food waste. And this is quite important nowadays as well. The other solution we have is the energy management. to register and track your hotel water and energy consumptions. You can also set up warning notifications for any out-of-range consumption. And this allows you as well to, for example, see if you have any water leak or with these measurements. And together with the maintenance model, then you can, put your team working on it. And the last one, the new openings and renovations, to help you manage your openings and renovations, but in a digital way. So you can access to your building book, to your technical documents, any documents that you have really, and the snagging list. So you are really prepared to open your hotel properly. So before we jump into the 3 solutions that I'm going to present today, I just want to put here 3 hospitality industry challenges that we have. I'm sure all of you listening can relate at least with one of them. So low operational efficiency. So all of the tasks that we do daily with Excel, with walkie-talkies, even WhatsApp, paper. This means really high operational costs. Decisions made from assumptions. So if you don't have a way to put the data and have the data clean enough to analyze it and make decisions, you're going to be making these decisions from assumptions. And then too many software providers. I give a few of them examples here: the PMS, channel manager, obviously housekeeping, maintenance, quality, guest apps. A lot of times this means high-tech stack costs and poor integrations. So these are 3 of the challenge that we try to cover with the solutions that we have currently at Hub. So let's go for housekeeping. Everyone knows the housekeeping department is one of the most costly departments at a hotel. And one of the main reasons is due to the fact that you have no way to measure your team's productivity, and they don't have the proper tools to work and stop doing what I normally say stupid tasks. There are a lot of tasks that our teams are doing in the hotels. They have to be done, but they can easily be done with technology. And this is what we want. So by switching what is being done manually to automated process, you will have teams that will become more agile and happier, obviously. And I always say happy staff, happy guests. So one of the core features that you get is being able to properly organize your housekeeping department. So you can have your weekly planning based on your occupancy, but also on the staff management. So how many hours your different attendants work, if they work today, tomorrow, or next week. So you know exactly whom and when you need your team the most. And this is important as well to optimize the costs of your hotel. The dynamic task allocation, so depending on your staff working hours, the cleaning times, and the type of stay. Plus you can easily manage any rotation or change during the day. So this happens a lot, that you have a full list of rooms that you have to clean, but things change during the day. And most of the time, this is very difficult to track. This is very difficult to manage in a manual way. So you probably receive a WhatsApp message or a call from reception. I need this room ready now, or this room is dirty and it wasn't. So these kind of situations, they can be managed through the mobile app in just a few seconds. The minibar posting. So the minibar posting, you can register the guest consumptions, and this goes directly to the guest profile in the PMS. And we all know this is one of the things that happens in hotels, a lot of hotels lose money in the minibar. And this way your attendants can, quickly do this for you. And then we also have the linen management as well. We have more. Let me just put this video in play. Okay, so while I'm speaking, you can see a little bit of the mobile app with a supervisor attendant. So you have more information and you see really how it works in real life. So one of the things, obviously, is to reduce the response times to guest requests and engineering faults. So your attendants can actually report any incident. They can take pictures, and these actions, so these incidents, are sent directly to your maintenance team in real time. So they receive a notification, they can take action upon. And this obviously will reduce the response times to the guest request as well. By having these smart notifications, on the go, you can meet the guest's needs. And on the other side, housekeepers, send these automatic notifications to the teams. It's very easy to register new tasks and even to register a new fault, as we just saw it. And this is important because you have a way to check the traceability at any time. I always say, even though the chat functionality is very popular, we have the chat functionality as well. I always say that it's important to bear in mind that chats do not track properly a task. You don't have a way to see when this task was accepted, who is dealing with this task, and when this task is done. And I can be talking about maintenance incidents, or I can also be talking about a guest request, such as I want extra towels, just like we saw on this short video. So this way, you really know exactly who delivered all the things that are needed in the hotel. And this makes it easier for you to, have a better guest experience at the end of the day. And the smart notification. So as a housekeeper, you will get these notifications on the desktop, but obviously as well on the mobile app. With the room status, when the client check out, if the client is having breakfast, your attendants also know they are having breakfast, so they can take this time to go to the room, check the minibar, or simply do a quick cleaning. But also the D&D, cleaning reviews, makeup room, any guest requests. So all of these, we send you these smart notifications in real time. Now let's talk about maintenance. These both teams are very important, right? One of the things that happens in maintenance in hotels, it's very reactive, which in the long run, they will cause some real problems. Of course, it will also impact negatively your guest satisfaction. So that's why it's so important to put smart process to run it smoothly and do not only the corrective maintenance, but also the preventive maintenance. So your maintenance team will get a full overview of all faults, preventive tasks with the corresponding notification when they need to be done. If any incident is affecting guests, who reported, who is taking action, and so on. All of these, again, in real time, both on desktop and on the mobile app. We always focus way more on the mobile app because these teams are always moving in the hotel. So they really need, the mobile app to keep moving, to keep doing their work, because at the end of the day, this technology will help and will support them in their daily work, but their focus will be obviously the cleaning and the fixing of any incidents. We also have assets management, so you can create any asset with important information such as year of installation, service life, the model, the brand, technical documents, manuals, how to do preventive. So anything that you can think of, you can edit and access it again from the mobile app. And materials management, to register materials that were used in different faults, when you were fixing different faults or incidents, and also the total materials used and its costs. What else? Again, full mobility with a mobile app that allows you to work offline. Okay, so you don't have to register anything just because you stop having internet connection. You can keep working with the mobile app. Once the connection is recovered, Hub will synchronize automatically all the information for you. Okay, logging faults takes less than 30 seconds. We know this is very important. Again, these teams have no time to waste. So it needs to be as well a solution that is easy to adapt and to use on a daily basis. And all the functionalities that you need are available, again, mobile and the desktop. And you can also attach any technical documents, pictures, and track all the actions performed. So this allows you to have all of these teams fully connected with each other. So if a supervisor, housekeeping supervisor wants to check it out, a specific fault that was registered by an attendant, she or he can do this very quickly through the mobile app. And let's go to the last model, the last solution I'm going to present today, which is the Guest in Touch, is our newest, the newest model that we have, which wants to put your guests at the center of your hotel operations. It should. The Guest in Touch is a model that allows your guests to communicate in a contactless way with your teams. So in a time that contactless communication is so important, it's also important that you give different options for your guests to communicate with you. If they don't want to go to reception or call you, this is a nice way to do it. It's a web app, so you don't need to download any application. And your guests can be connected as well with your operational teams as well. So with housekeeping and with maintenance and even the F&B team. This model also allows you to not to overwhelm your teams. So all the requests are sent directly to the corresponding team. So there's no need to a ticketing system where you have someone else checking all the guest requests to see, okay, this one is for housekeeping, this one is for maintenance. No, HubOS does this for you. So the Guest in Touch model allows your guests to book restaurant service based on your maximum safest occupancy. Allows your guests to register maintenance incidents. For example, my TV is not working, I don't have hot water, anything that you can think of. Request housekeeping service like extra towels, I need amenities, or others. And also set the D&D and the makeup room. What we launched just, I think, 1 or 2 weeks ago, it's pretty new. It's what we call the widgets. So we wanted to offer more. And thanks to the new widgets, you can customize the full guest experience by adding your available service, such as spa, even your restaurant menu, your hotel website, and even allow your guests to send you a WhatsApp message through one click. So in the next video, Everything that I was just saying, you can see it. Let me just put it in play. Perfect. So we can see everything that I was just mentioning. You can have your about the hotel, the spa, check menu. So you can add as many widgets as you want. Your guests can book your restaurant and check the occupancy as well. So they can choose, okay, one time that is not very busy. Again, they can also request a maintenance incident. So like the example I gave, my TV, it's not working. I want someone coming at 7 p.m. And on our right side, you can see the mobile app with the user, with the maintenance user, which receives automatically this notification. And the same goes for housekeeping. I want 2 extra towels when, okay, let's say tomorrow at 9, and the housekeeper supervisor and the attendant responsible for this room will receive this notification. If you want to set the do not disturb, so you don't have to put the paper on the door because you are in bed, so you want to, you know, keep resting, or even to put the makeup room as well. So we send that notification, check our menu, or like I was saying, send a WhatsApp message, which we redirect automatically to WhatsApp. So how guests access this guest in touch model? Like I said, it's a web-based application. No need to download the application. You just have to scan a QR code. You can put this QR code on the reservation or even the room, which is a better idea. And then the guest can just do all of these options that I just showed. Great. So to wrap up, this is one of the use cases we have with one of our clients, Intercontinental Island. It's a beautiful resort in Australia, and the results are very interesting. So as we can see, in a month, they were able to save 80 hours in housekeeping, 20 hours in front office, and save quite a big amount annually. They also reduce in 12 minutes in technical tasks, 6 to 10 minutes reduction in preventive tasks, and again, less than 30 seconds to log faults, down from 5 minutes with the previous suite of systems they had. So obviously, this will depend always on the type of property and the process you have in your property. But with such solution, your staff will start working more efficiently. They don't need to waste time with manual tasks. They don't need to waste time communicating every single action they do. They just have to report it, and that is done automatically by the system. Some trusted clients we have. So we are currently in more than 700 clients in more than 30 countries. So we are very happy. We also have a churn of 0%, which says a lot about our commitment. We are a company that we always look to listen to our customers, how we can improve the system. There's always room for improvement. We know that, and that's one of the things that we try to pass to our clients, to listen to their needs and keep improving the system every single day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And yeah, if you would like to discuss, or if you need help with your housekeeping and maintenance department, just let me know. I'm happy to help.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you very much for being here. for your presentation. And thank you, how always, for support Travel Tech. And it was a pleasure work with you all the year.
Likewise.
And so thank you very much. And I hope you see
Thank you.
you again next year in the next Travel Tech, in the third edition of Travel Tech.
I hope
Thank
as
you very
well. Thank you
much.
very much. Have a nice
I
day.
put on the screen a virtual stamp from Hava West, so you can book your meeting with Isabel, and
It's
she
down
will
here.
answer all your doubts. Yes, it's here. Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much,
much.
Isabel.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.